Hi everyone, my name is Joe Kehrig, Managing Broker of Coldwell Banker in Danville. Welcome to This Week in Real Estate, May 25th in the San Ramon Valley. So a lot of exciting things going on. I think everyone can see it. We're starting to see more people out, more cars on the road. We've flattened the curve. Still have to, make sure we have good social distancing going on, the face mask, obviously, because every death is a tragedy, even though we're moving forward weekly by week, and things are starting to loosen up. They're talking about being able to open up restaurants maybe mid-June, where they first have it outside in the patios that they're able to eat. So again, a lot of good things going on, and definitely in the real estate market, there's a lot of things going on that are very exciting. Whether you're a buyer or a seller. First off, as always, let's thank those people on the front line, the people, the truck drivers, stocking the shelves, the people that are out there, so we can live life as normal as possible. Just like last week, if you got this via email, you'll see that, we're trying to support a bunch of our local restaurants, actually giving discounts, drawings for gift certificates. So, please help support them so they can limp along, because what we're starting to see now is the restaurants closing for good, one by one. So let's support them so they can limp through this. And then obviously once they open up, let's really support them. So a lot of exciting things going on in the real estate market this week. First off, where's the economy going? That's where a lot of people want to ask. Well, if you look at the first slide I have here, 85.3% of economists believe a recovery will begin in the second half of 2020. And you can see, between, quarter two, which there's not a lot of people think the recovery is really going to happen in quarter two because we're already, halfway through it. But obviously you can see quarter three, almost 66% of the economists think that's when the recovery is going to happen. And then obviously 20% in quarter four. Very few think it's going to take all the way to 2021 for the economy to pick up and get roaring again. And you'll see in the second slide, the major financial institutions are forecasting a recovery will begin in the second half of 2020 also. So when you look at, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, and Wells Fargo, you can see going all the way through quarter three, quarter four, they feel, they all feel 60-70% wise when you add up those two, that it's going to happen this year. We're already starting to see it in the real estate market. If you remember when we talked about last week, we knew there was going to be more homes come on the market, but it was really all about the absorption rate. How are homes selling? Because that's really going to tell us where the market's going. If homes just keep going on the market and they're not selling, then that's going to be an issue, down the line. So the absorption rate is everything. So when you look this week in San Ramon, as we talked about, 3 weeks ago, we saw the market really pick up. It went from like 80 listings to 120 listings. Well, look at the last couple weeks. It has basically stayed right about the same, from 120 to 121, 125 listings. But look at the pending sales, 44 to 58 to 73. Now, those are cumulative, what's pending right now on the market. But obviously, as it increases, it tells you more homes are selling. So when I look at that, and it's very similar when you look at Danville also, and here's Danville, you can see the same thing, 125, 135, and 134, but look at the pending sales every week going up. What that's telling me is we saw a bunch of homes come on the market because a few weeks ago they went from 80 to 120 in Danville also. But when I look at San Ramon and Danville, what it's telling me is, yeah, we got that inventory on the market, but it's burning off now because we literally last week have 16 more properties listed as pending, but yet we have one less active property. That's what I mean when I talk about the absorption rate, that things are burning off. And definitely, we are writing an offer tonight for a property in El Cerrito for some people when there's going to be probably like about five or six offers. And this is the third multiple offer situation we've been in with these, particular clients. And it's the same thing around, the San Ramon Valley. Not as many multiple offers, because you got to remember, when you hear about multiple offers in San Francisco and Oakland and El Cerrito and areas like that, they do real estate a little bit different. this home that we're making an offer on should be priced at 900, but they price at 815,000. So they purposely price them low to generate the multiple offers. We don't do that in the San Ramon Valley. Our prices are pretty transparent. In other words, if we feel a home's worth 900,000, we'll put it on the market at 900,000. But they do things a lot differently in those markets. But so you definitely see the absorption rate of coming up. Like I said, going 16 more properties listed as pending and one less active property. So that tells you that, there obviously were, more active properties came on, but the pending sales are outpacing the active properties. And that now has happened for 3 weeks in a row. So obviously if that keeps happening, you're going to see the inventory basically go down. I don't think the inventory is going to go down that much. I think what's going to catch up a little bit, because what happened on May 4th, not only were we allowed to show active properties, but we were allowed to get subcontractors and stagers in the properties now. And a lot of properties, I just got back from an appointment in San Ramon, and we're going to do some paint, we're going to get a stager in there, we're going to do some stuff, and it takes weeks to get a home ready. So I think we are going to see another thrust of new listings come on the market. So there are going to be a lot of homes to choose from. But I think what we're also going to do is we're going to see the pending sales. And I'm here every week to basically let you know how that's going. But you can definitely see in the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, if you remember, active listings went way up and pending stayed about the same. And it was kind of like, whoa, okay, now don't panic. Let's just see if you're a seller, don't panic. Let's see what happens the next couple of weeks. Well, we've seen the absorption rate's been pretty good. So it's good for a seller if your home shows well and it's priced nicely. As a buyer, it's great news because you have a lot of stuff to choose from. As we talked about, and we'll get to the stats of where homes are selling at, but you'll see Blackhawk, same thing. Look at Blackhawk. It went from 8 pending sales total on the market to 13. So it increased by 5, yet active properties went from 36 to 32. What does that tell you? It basically tells you that really only 1 new listing came on the market and 5 went pending in Blackhawk. Blackhawk has been fairly stable, but but it's been a little bit slower than San Ramon Danville. Well, you can see the market starting to pick up there. Alamo, same type of thing. It's gone from 50 to 49 to 51. So the listings have stayed pretty active, but when you look at the pending sales, from 9 to 14 to 17. So it's definitely outpacing the homes on the market. They'll do expect for the next couple of months, it's not like it's going to get where there's going to be no inventory on the market, because we are going to see a lot of people are getting homes ready to go on the market. So I think we'll see a lot of homes hit the market in the next 60 or 90 days, but it's all going to be about the absorption rate. And that's why I'm here, to basically keep you up to date with what's going on and how the market's going. All right, let's look at list price to sold price. Here's what's happening now too, is as the buyers come out, and a lot of the homes are cherry picked, but there's more homes to choose from. So what we've seen, where before, a couple of weeks ago, we were selling everything for an average of 100% of value, full price. Where in February, those homes maybe would have gotten multiple offers, but now you can buy it for around asking. And you see from 510 to 517, it inched down just a little bit. Now you see on 524, this last Sunday, you saw basically now homes are dropping a little bit on the sales price compared to the asking price. And that's because as you get more buyers out there and as you get more inventory out there, it definitely gives more opportunity, because as a buyer, they're just going to sit there and say, well, now I've got 3 homes to choose from. So why would I pay full price, because I can maybe buy this one for $10,000 less? So you're seeing a little bit more negotiating going on. Plus what happened in the last couple of weeks, we need to probably get more inventory on, because when we saw everything selling at, you can look at it 100% of asking price, what happened is when the buyers came out, they cherry picked the best listings, the ones that were the best value. So they had to basically pay full price. Now that a lot of that, low-hanging fruit is gone, now the homes that are left maybe aren't quite as nice because the buyers came through and picked out, the best deals out there. So now they're negotiating a little bit more. I think you're going to see that change a little bit too, because as more homes come on the market, you're going to get back to the cherry picking of the nicest homes. So I think we'll definitely see more homes come on the market. We'll definitely see more buyers coming out there, at least for the next couple months, and then it normally slows down in August, September. We'll take a look. But the one thing we'll look at it week by week on how it's going as far as supply and demand, because that's, you can drop me any place in the United States, just show me the actives and show me the pendings over the couple weeks, and I'll show you where the market's going. What we saw a few weeks ago, we saw inventory building up, but what we've seen the last 3 weeks is the pending sales outpacing the homes on the market, which tells me that the market is still strong. Things are still selling close to asking price. So again, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. Joe Kehrig at Comcast.net, managing broker of Coldwell Banker Real Estate. My cell number 925-487-6838. As always, as I would always tell my kids, and my wife would tell our kids growing up, may God bless you and keep you safe. May God bless the United States of America, the world, and you and your family. Thanks again, and can't wait to catch up again next week. Again, 925-487-6838 with any questions. This is Joe Kehrig signing out.